Hey guys, it's me again. Well, I'm gonna do my vid that I promised. I'm gonna do my testimony and also my declaration of how wonderful God is and the things He's done in my life. And I'll see if you guys don't agree. Just how miraculous He is, and I think you'll have to agree that the God has directed my life to put me where I'm at. Basically, is what I'm. And a lot of this has got to do with, as I mentioned in my video last night, where I mentioned that my church has elected, the trustee board has elected me to be the new pastor. And of course, the church has got to vote on it, and they may pass it, they may not. I guess more than likely they will, but. But a lot of people have been asking me, not just people on the internet. I know some of you think, well, he's talking about me. But a lot of people have asked me, well, do you really want to do this, and are you ready for this? And what most people don't realize, especially the internet people that are asking me this, I've been doing this job since November anyway. November, December, January, February, March. I've been doing it almost 6 months, five and a half months now. I've been doing the pastor job at my church. I've been taking care of the church. I've been doing making all the decisions. I've been doing the preaching. I've been doing the Bible studies. I've basically been doing the pastor's job, just not officially. And I was just wanting to go through this, like I said, just to show you guys, what I think God has done to put me here. And so here we go. I grew up, I guess, like most people, or I assume most people, living here in Kentucky, you do, kind of in the Bible Belt, so to speak. We assume most people grew up, in a Christian home, grew up always believing in God and everything, never really having a doubt about that. And I had a problem growing up, guys. I was going to go ahead and tell you this, which people that know me know this. I was severely, severely shy. And a lot of you are going to go, oh, well, I was too. No, I'm talking about I had problems going to school. I couldn't be around crowds of people. I couldn't talk to people that I didn't know. Matter of fact, they diagnosed me with school phobia, they called it. And I had it so bad that I actually finished even up into high school, I finished my last 2 years of high school in homebound. My arm's going to sleep, guys. But I finished my last 2 years of high school on homebound tutoring, or whatever they call it, to get my high school diploma. I actually just, I had it so bad I couldn't go to school. I physically got sick. I've been taken to the hospital before from this. Had such an aversion to crowds and people. I had such a bad problem. And for years I kind of got mad at the Lord over that. Because I'd be like, Lord, why did you give that to me, or why did you make me like that? Because if I would have been able to go to school good, I would have went on to college. I would have got a degree in something. I had good enough. I was always, in every school I went to, I was, either I had the highest grade point average, or I was valedictorian or salutatorian, and I could have done whatever I wanted to do. I was always in the college-bound classes and the gifted and talented, and and I'm not bragging on myself, guys, but I'm just saying, I could have went to college and done whatever I wanted to do. And some of these days when I'm working on cars and busting my knuckles for sometimes $100 a week or something, what I make sometimes. Sometimes it's decent money, but I would wonder about that. I'd say, Lord, why didn't you let me go on to school and be something instead? But I've since then found out that the Lord put me there. He wanted me here. He wanted me in this garage. Me and my dad have got to work with each other. We work alongside each other every day. Well, Dad really don't work. He's there. he's there. He answers the phone and just helps me out. You know, he don't even draw a paycheck, but he's there every day. You know, we get to work with each other, and we love each other, and and we love working with each other. So I see what a blessing that is now. But and guys, this is probably going to be in 2 or 3 different parts. I'm kind of watching my stopwatch here, because I know I can't do it in 1 part. Probably can't do it in 2. But anyway, like I said, and people that know me know this. People that know me say it's a miracle from God that I'm on YouTube, because they say I wouldn't have bet anything that you would have been, that God would have made you bold enough to get on YouTube and make videos and talk to people around the world. That's another miracle. I mean, miracle from God. But I'll kind of get into my testimony now. When I turned 18 and we started the garage and everything, and I worked, I guess, for a couple years. I don't even know what age I was, but I guess around 20 years old, 19 or 20 years old, like a lot of people do around here in this area, I started dabbling with drugs. I started dabbling with pills, pain pills, OxyContin. I don't know, most of you guys probably heard from it. They call it hillbilly heroin, and it is as bad as heroin. It's as addictive as heroin. But at one time I had a $500 a day habit, and back then my business, it's like I said, today when it does good, but at that time I consistently had enough business where I spent $500 a day. I did this for a year and a half. Spent $500 a day for a year and a half. So do the math. Well, how much money I blowed. But one night the Lord He shook me and woke me up. He literally woke me up, and I heard His voice, and He said, "Son, you got to quit this now." I mean, that's basically what He said. He said, "You got to quit this now." And I quit. And I'm not going to lie, guys, I slipped, and I got back on it probably 3 times. I guess I was on and off OxyContin 3 times before I finally quit. Quit for good. And, I started, and that was a miracle. That was a miracle, because most people that get on that never get off. They end up dying, they end up ODing, and that was the first miracle that God brought me through that. I've been clean now for years, and I can't tell you the dates. You think you can remember this stuff, you can't. But he finally brought me out of that, and like I said, that was a miracle. But and I got going back to church. I had my mom and my dad were going to a church, and I started going with them. Well, guys, I kind of missed a little spot there, skipped over a spot, but I can go back and tell. I'm going to do it on the next video. So I'm going to end this part, and I'll see you here in just a minute.